This is the leader.
Cass is a man with a lot to lose. He owns 3,700 hectares of land, and he has 45 employees. And there's no way he can keep all that when so many black South Africans have no land at all.
You get water for the people, that's important. But you also get the people to believe that you can really do something for them. And that's important. That's very, very important. Don't be afraid. Go to the people. Get the town clerk. Take him by his hand and tell him, come look here, this water. And let your followers see you do that. Because if the ANC doesn't do something for the people before the next election, the people will vote for another government. We want the ANC because the ANC can lead the people out, and the ANC want to do something for the people.
Of course, most of Cass's white neighbors think he's crazy, and there's always a chance that Atla might think he's one of the settlers who needs a bullet. Didn't make it past the election. By 1994, the mainstream press in South Africa was doing its job well enough that the Maverick paper no longer had a unique role. The special moment was past, and the journalists moved on. Max Dupree is now chief political correspondent for the South African Broadcasting Corporation and the host of Agenda, the country's leading TV current affairs show. Wally Mbele went to the Sunday Nation, one of South Africa's biggest papers. And Pearlie Hubert is now the Africa producer for Sky Television.
We want peace now! We want peace now! We want peace now! We want peace now!
South Africa's first free, non-racial election was held in April 1994. The ANC won almost 2/3 of the vote, and the last president elected under apartheid's rules handed over power to Nelson Mandela.
I, Nelson Mandela.
It was a wonderful triumph for justice and common sense, but most people still voted on ethnic lines. Most blacks voted for the ANC, except for the Zulus, many of whom voted for Inkatha. Most whites voted for the National Party, and so did most coloreds in the Western Cape. The courtship worked. And while hardly anybody voted for the Pan-Africanist Congress, time and disillusionment may make its racist message more welcome to poor blacks.
We created the tribes, and then the tribes shaped us, but it's still a two-way street. All we need to broaden our loyalties beyond the tribal level is a longer-term definition of our own self-interest and time. I don't know if we'll have enough time. I don't even know if South Africa will make it. But win or lose, the South Africans are showing us something very useful. We can rise above our programming.
On a quiet Saturday afternoon in Harrismith, it can feel like it's all over. But it's not. Tribalism isn't dead here or anywhere else. South Africans have started to drive it out of their institutions. But now we all have to get it out of our hearts and our minds.